Pretty good. Pissed off Christoph. It's like a 12, maybe $12 cigar. Might need to light up the other side. So it's got a little bit more of an even burn. It's already canoeing a little bit. It's good. It's got a very oaky flavor. Sort of like a sawdust, burning sawdust kind of smell. Maybe like a little bit of coffee. If it goes into the nose at all, I don't know, like toasty, buttered toast. I went to the dentist this morning. Got some fillings refilled from back when I was a kid, in my teenage years. I had a bunch of fillings done at that time. Thank God my parents actually took me to the dentist. Man, I couldn't imagine being 30 years old and having terrible dental health. That would be a real bummer. But I'm a little bit extra when it comes to dental care. And people say it doesn't matter, man. You brush, you floss, you are generally conscious of and take care of your teeth, and you still end up with shit teeth at the end of your life. Probably true, but I'm gonna put my money on taking care of oral health. Disease starts here. It's a good smelling cigar. I want to say like oaky. When you burn wood, for heat, you start to get familiar with some of the different smells of the smoke from different types of wood. And this is like maple or oak to me. Pretty good. So this is my second video, kind of back in, really just second video. All that past stuff doesn't even really count. I wish you could see my setup right now. I'm sitting in a lawn chair and the camera is propped on another lawn chair with a brick sitting up on the armrest of the lawn chair. My phone set on top of that, pointing at me, kind of cockeyed. But we're here. I've been thinking about this: more output, less input. More output, less input. I feel like I've been addicted to my phone. And sometimes I feel like I should just ditch it and get a flip phone. But then I would turn all the family chats green, and it would be like going from one extreme to the other extreme. So where's the discernment and the nuance in the decision? Why can't I just be disciplined and self-control in my own practices to not overuse social media? Like, I don't smoke a cigar every day. That's just the way it is. Can't really afford to at the moment. And don't think I would anyway. It's something I like to do once a week or so. It's a nice little sit down. 2 years ago, once a week, I was having a beer, like in a really hoppy IPA, double IPA. Start to feel it. Start to feel the buzz like halfway through that, and it would just, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But it's like this idea about less input makes me think that, it makes me wonder, what am I distracting myself from? One. And why don't I like being with myself? Like, can I entertain myself? Isn't this and what's in here entertaining enough? Why are we all encouraged to just disconnect from our own hearts and minds and basically just buy stuff? We're just being marketed to all the time. The other thing is just the hurry up attitude. And maybe I just haven't found something I want to hurry up on. But even being an entrepreneur, I have this idea in mind that I should be an entrepreneur. Even that, what would I hurry up and do? Hurry up and make more money? Hurry up and make an investment? Hurry up and do what? Because in the meantime, God just pours in. So January 6th of this year, I was baptized by a good friend of mine at a local church. It's on YouTube. Shit. Hopefully my phone doesn't die. 20%, so we're at 11 minutes. I'll hurry this up. It's on YouTube, right? I got baptized. For about 1.5 to 2 years before that, I had been spending time in the Bible. Not daily, but near it. And it changed me dramatically. But there isn't really enough words to describe how it changed me. It changed my heart. I began to feel like everywhere I looked, I saw God. And especially right in my marriage and my family. The way we conducted ourselves as a couple. What we were attempting to do. And I look back on our relationship, early days, and we both came to each other from previous other relationships of whatever quality and length with some clarity and some values that we felt like were true to us. And we said, yes, we want to start a family. Yes, we want to have kids when we're young. I don't know why. Because in today's world, that's apparently the very uncommon, unpopular thing to do. Everybody else wants to get their money perfect, get their business perfect, get everything set, and then have kids. As if like having kids isn't the reason that you are here in the first place. Right? I'm not going to say that we don't have unique skills and abilities that we're meant to use in the world. But we all have parents. We all have stuff we dealt with growing up. What are my kids gonna say they dealt with growing up? I see being a parent as the opportunity to heal here through the active role of parenting. The active role of parenting. Because every decision, I'm thinking, did my parents speak to me like this? Did my parents give me this opportunity? And I had a wonderful childhood. I was blessed beyond measure. 2 living parents, enough food to go around, basic clothing and space to live and breathe and screw around and mess around as a kid. I grew up on a farm. I get that I was blessed. But it's never what it looks like. It's never what it looks like. And we have to remember that. It's never what it looks like. Meaning, when you peel back the layers, what do you find underneath? You find a lot of generations of stuff, of baggage. And the question isn't, do you want to give the kids the baggage? What baggage do you want to give the kids? And I'm not talking cool clothes and fancy stuff and jewelry. I'm thinking strategies for life, for living. How we make decisions. A quote that has stuck with me for a long time, since the moment I read it, was just profound to me, which is, the way we speak to our children is what will become their internal dialogue. Just think about how you speak to yourself. I feel like some of us don't think we're that bad, but in the deep, dark depths of our own personalities, we're terrible. We're terrible to ourselves. I mean, I'll just give you some answers off the top of my head. Not enough money in the bank account, not enough money in retirement savings. What are we doing with our business ideas? Why aren't we making enough progress? Didn't work out enough today. Didn't spend enough quality time with the family or the wife. Didn't communicate the way I wanted to communicate. Didn't step up when I wanted to step up. Didn't take the risk. Didn't cut the loss. Goes on and on. We can go on forever. So, you know what I mean? I can already tell this video is going to have shit sound. Pardon my language. Terrible sound. Mark Manson has an awesome book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. And that book changed me. Might have read it like 8 years ago for the first time now, maybe 10. And I just remember feeling like, this is a totally different way of living. Because no one had ever informed me that you didn't have to conduct yourself constantly worrying about what other people thought of you. And I mean, think about how many parents are just looking at their parents, looking at their neighbors, looking at social media and saying, yeah, that's how I want to parent my kid. And just like printing the same thing into the next generation. And this is such a sensitive topic, because right away people are just like, whoa man, what do you mean? You got a problem with the way I do things? No, dude, no. Go find a different thing to watch. We don't have to have this conversation. I'm not looking for a problem. I'm looking for like a peer who is willing to ask big questions and hold multiple different concepts and topics in mind, right? Compare and contrast. Things like literally asking, is this how I want to parent my kid? And being willing to look at everything, all the examples around you, and even all the advice just freely given your way, because we all get it, and then say, that's not how I want to do it. And just being sound in your own reasons. In here, everybody wants to do what they think is the right thing. And that's, if you listen, if you're willing to listen, that's where God speaks. For me, it's the small. It's the first subtle feeling. The yes or the no. the yes or the no. It's the nudge in the direction of it doesn't feel right for me. But you know, being accepted into the group feels good. Feels good. I'll give you an example. My wife and I bought a house. We thought that's what was the right thing to do. We worked. We saved. People helped us. We were blessed. Bought the house. Between us, we said the whole time, someday we want to rent this house. We want to make this an income stream. At the time, it was like, I felt like that's what I should be saying because I needed to be strategic and I needed to be planning to have income way down the line when XYZ happened and maybe I couldn't work. I don't know. Just how was I going to figure out how to make money without trading my time? A lot of men ask that question. And we are bought in 21, so 5 years into owning it. We've been working on it ever since. It's almost ready to be rented. I swear it is. I gotta convince myself of that. But how many doubts along the way has there been? How many people, when are you gonna do it, man? Is it ready yet? No, it's not. All right, I gotta wrap it up. Phone's at 10%. So, less input, more output. And I don't just mean being productive, I mean more truthful output, more focused output. That's where I think my attention is these days. Just protecting that innate drive, that God-given energy. This is good.